Welcome everybody to Cooking with Poppy. Today we're going to be making a really tasty cheeseburger. We're going to be using 3/4 of a pound of ground beef and 1/4 pound of pork sausage. We want the burger itself to be the star of this dish, so we're not going to be adding a whole lot of ingredients. We will be adding 1 teaspoon of ground up shiitake mushrooms. Adds a little bit of umami, savoriness. And then we're going to add about a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, which is always fun to say. We will be adding a couple of pinches of sea salt for some seasoning, and just a little bit of cracked black pepper, of course. Now all we have to do is give it a little bit of a mix, and the best way to do that is with your hands. Let's not overwork it. Let's just make sure we get it all mixed together, and then we'll start making some patties. All right, let's get a couple of patties made up. Nothing too big. Just about like that. All right, I got my pan pretty hot. I got some bacon grease going. That'll help us get a nice sear on this burger, get some color to it, get some flavor on it. Should be able to hear the sizzle when your patty hits the pan if you have the pan at the right temperature. And that sounds just about right. Let's let it go ahead and cook for a little bit, undisturbed. Now you may be tempted to flip it or smash it. Just let it sit there for a minute. Okay, I think we've got a pretty good sear on it. So let's go ahead and flip it over. Get a good sear on the other side. So always flip it away from you so you don't get splattered with hot oil. And we're going to have a nice sear on the other side, so let's turn the heat down a little bit. And as it cooks, we can start getting everything rounded up for this burger. It is sounding really good. Girls, how does it smell?
It smells good, Poppy.
Oh, I agree, girls. It really does smell good. Okay, let's turn the heat up quite a bit, just so we can steam some cheese melt right down on top of this burger. Let's go with a little slice of Monterey Jack and the old standard American cheese. We're going to put just a little bit of liquid in here and cover it. And now the steam is going to melt that cheese down onto that burger. We'll give it just a few seconds and then we'll pull it out of there. As you can see, that cheese is really starting to melt down over the top of this burger. She's just about ready to pull out and let it rest for a few minutes. Okay, let's pull this burger out, put her on the cutting board, and let's let it rest for a few minutes. And while it rests, we can go ahead and get a couple of slices on this tomato. I like to have a couple of really nice thin slices of tomato on my cheeseburger. Okay, I think we're about ready to get rid of the pan and get us a bun in here, and let's start building this burger layer after layer with all these great ingredients I have assembled here. We're going to start with a nice toasted bun, and we're going to add a nice black garlic aioli, which will add a slight tang, a little bit of sweetness. And next, let's put a nice piece of iceberg lettuce. Kind of helps protect the bun from the burger so it doesn't get too soggy. And it will give the burger a nice freshness. On top of that, we're going to go with a nice thin slice of tomato. And we'll put it just so as we continue to build this burger. Now let's go with the star of this show, this burger. Doesn't that look good?
That looks yummy!
Oh, I completely agree, girls. It does look yummy. Next, I've got a couple of nice pieces of hickory smoked bacon, cooked so it's nice and crisp.
We love bacon.
So do I, girls. And then we're going to top that with these pickled onions. These are red onions that I pickled about a week ago. Add a nice, sweet, tangy crunch to this burger. I really like pickled onions, so maybe just a few more, and that should do it. As you can see, we have put layer after layer after layer of flavors and textures without overpowering the great flavor of this beef. Let's add that top bun. And nothing left to do but to cut this burger and go ahead and have some lunch. And there you have it, an amazing bacon cheeseburger. I would really like to thank my granddaughters Arwen and Guinevere for their help on the narration, and thank you everybody for coming. And as always,
Like and subscribe.